Okay, so we have a Craftsman compressor here. It is a 12-gallon. My brother's friend dropped it off, said it didn't work. Um, I was going to take it to the dump, but I thought, well, I'll open it up and see what's happening. So what was happening, it was just humming. And the reason I'm doing this video is because there was no video like this that I could find. Uh, anyways, what was happening, it was humming, and when I opened up all the case here, this was just going back and forth. So that was causing the humming. When I removed this piece here, I don't know if the camera can show it, but there's a bearing or something in there that got destroyed. So it was just basically stuck. So once I removed that, it was free to move. Now I can move. I can turn it on and it'll go. So I ended up buying some new parts. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, but I decided I would give it a shot because it's a pretty good compressor, and so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so just to show you that it works, I'm going to turn it on for a second because now the piston has been freed, and you'll hear it sounds like a normal compressor and it doesn't hum anymore. So there you go. It's also model number, if you're curious, model number 921.166400. Okay, so here's all the old pieces, and I probably could have cleaned them up and just reused them, but I decided I'd just buy some new stuff. You can see it's heavily used. So there's the top, and then one of the plates, and then this one is like a metal gasket, but it was, let's see if I can show it to you here. It was split, so obviously this needed to be replaced. I just went ahead and bought all these pieces here. So 2 plates, and then there's some reeds that I don't have in here. You'll see those later on when I put all the other pieces back on. But anyways, this whole portion I'm going to replace. Okay, so I'm going to take this old gasket off. You can see it's coming off in pieces. I'm going to stop the video so you don't waste your time. But basically, I'm just going to take this off and then reapply the new one. I'm going to put a little bit of this red RTV gasket maker around the gasket just to make sure it's got a good seal. Okay, so I put a really thin coat of that gasket maker on there, and then I'm just going to put this gasket on here. I don't have to use the gasket maker, but I figured it would just help overall to create a nice seal. Okay, so it's been actually quite a few days. I had to stop the process, and I wanted to show all the different pieces, but I had to stop because this became a huge issue. This is the piece, this is the connecting rod that's inside of here, and then the piston that's on it. And the issue was, because this compressor had no oil in it, it was a real bitch getting this off of here. But then an even bigger bitch was getting this off the center rod in the case. So I had to actually go get what's called a 2-jaw puller, and I just went down to Harbor Freight and I bought a set of 3 for like 25 bucks. And that worked okay. I had to use the smaller one, but I had to modify it heavily to make it work. So I had to grind this down, and then there's ends on this. You can see it in the package on this medium one. You can see there's an outer and an inner pulley and a rotating pivotal pressure point. Well, that didn't work for this. So I took the pressure point off, and then I had to take the outer pulleys off so I could get it to go inside of here. And then I spent probably at least 2 hours. It was a real pain in the ass getting this piece off the shaft. And basically this had just heated up so much that it was just on there. And the same with the piston here and here. So once I got that off, oh, and I would recommend, if you're gonna buy one of these to get that off, I'd get the Craftsman one. It's like 35 bucks and you only get one. But I assume it would work great because I noticed that on that one, See, I had to cut all this down. On that one, it's real thin and it goes out a little further, and so you can really get in there and get it out. It'd probably save a lot of time. So anyways, after I did that, I put it all together, and it got pretty late, so I stopped recording, but I put it all together as normal. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on so you can hear it. Works great, no problems. Once I put everything in, I did a break-in on it. The manual says you don't have to do that, but then again, when they ship this, it comes all together. So after I put everything in, I read online somewhere 20-25 minutes. So I ran it for 25 minutes with new oil, and then as soon as I did that, I took out all that oil and put brand new oil in it. And it's been running great. I haven't really had any problems with it. For me, I wanted this to last a long time, so I went ahead and bought all the parts from here up. But in honesty, I probably could have reused most of what was already in there. I just really wanted this to last a long time. So the other thing I might mention is I went to, and I'm not plugging this company, but I went to mastertoolrepair.com, and they seem to have everything I needed for this compressor. Other sites did too, but Sears was a lot more expensive. So anyways, that's about it. It works great. It goes up to about 120 psi, and I haven't had any issues with it. So hopefully that helps if you have this sort of problem.